Hello, and welcome back to the Macadam's Comlink. I'm Oshi.
Hi, I'm Silas.
And I am Abbey.
Abbey is back, everybody. Let's go!
Yay! My hiatus is
Abby's
ending.
not dying.
Hooray!
Yippee.
You can take a horse to water, but you can't make it die of sepsis.
I don't think that's how that goes.
Should be. That's funny.
That is a little bit funny.
Oh my goodness. Just a tad.
Just a tad.
Just a tiny bit.
Today, we're covering Season 1, Episode 12, Predatory. This episode aired April 16th of 2011 with a score of 7.7 out of 10. Much higher than we were last episode, where
That's
we were
good.
all the way down at a 7. 7 for illegal racing, you know?
It should have gotten some extras points for Knockout's beautiful tits.
I think that's probably what the
Hell
7
yeah.
was.
Oh,
Knockout's got a knockout.
knock you out with those pectorals.
Tim Knockout knock
Alright,
me out.
Abby, Knockout's mine. Back off.
Fine, I'll have Spider Mommy.
You can have Spider
Do you
Mommy.
even know what Knockout looks like, Abby?
I was gonna
No.
say, Abby, what is the last episode you've seen?
Hang on. I'm just gonna show you Knockout really quick because
Thank you.
that makes this way funnier.
Dude, that robot has some bazoingas.
That's what I said.
Well, the description for the episode says Arcee and Jack find a crashed spaceship that belongs to Arachnid, a spider-like Decepticon who arrived on Earth to hunt humans down. I feel like that's glazing over a lot of things.
Oh no.
Well, it's our podcast now.
Yeah.
Totally accidentally closed my tab.
Whoops.
Oopsie daisies!
done.
Alright, anyways, what was the last thing I said?
Jack and Arcee found her ship and she came to Earth to destroy humans.
Okay. What I was gonna say after that is like I feel like that's glazing over a lot of trauma, but we'll get to that here in a minute.
Yeah. I can't make the episode description too dark or nobody's gonna watch it.
This is true. Imagine
True.
this includes also, by the way, the whole time Arcee suffers PTSD flashbacks.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Because,
Arcee, no.
Spider Mommy almost killed her and did kill her friend and murder and death.
Murder and death, exactly.
Also, why is her name fucking Arachnid? Like, I know we're not there yet in the episode.
He's got a rack.
But
she is technically like one of her alt modes is an arachnid.
that's awesome, but also, like, I feel like she could have a better name.
Like Spider
than just
Mommy.
Arachnid.
This is true. Spider Mommy.
Right, why is she not called Spider Mommy?
Because it has to be somewhat for kids.
I don't know, this entire episode is not for kids.
This is
Not
true.
sure.
This is true. When we start the episode, we open in space. And the camera flies into a flying projectile. And we continue to watch this flying projectile crash into Earth. And somehow, scientists didn't know that it was coming. No one was there. No one realized. We're just living in a world where science is fake, I guess.
Does an asteroid really crash if no one's around?
I said, if an asteroid crash lands and nobody's around, does it really make a sound? It was a half-baked Dear Evan Hansen reference. It's pretty bad.
Thank you. I appreciate you getting my reference.
I understood. We love Dear Evan Hansen in this house.
Yeah. Sorry, it took me way too long to get that. I'm stupid. Don't mind me.
It's okay, we still love you.
I hope so. Damn. We then switch to Jack and Arcee walking through the forest, and Jack is complaining about the mosquitoes, which is completely fair because mosquitoes are the bane of human existence, I believe.
They suck. Literally.
They have, like, no purpose at all. What is the purpose?
Nobody laughed at my joke.
I liked your joke. I don't know.
No, their purpose is to feed bats. Bats eat mosquitoes.
Bats can eat other things.
And spiders.
Spiders can also eat other things.
Yeah, but like, you know the whole, like, if one species is eradicated, the ecosystem collapses. So we probably need them. We probably need them.
Even though they kill more humans than other humans do each year.
I mean, is that a downside? No, I'm kidding. Like if we could wipe out.
I'm not.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it sucks that they carry disease, but like, I don't know. I I give up.
Kidding. That was joking. About kidding. About not kidding. Anyways,
as Jack is complaining, Arcee starts making fun of him as well as his survival kit. And Jack explains that he might not be made of metal, but he could make freeze-dried mac and cheese right now.
Where is he?
This is a flex somehow, I suppose?
What kind of fucking flex is that?
Where is he carrying the freeze-dried mac and cheese? Is my question.
Yeah, I can shoot my snot 3 millimeters farther than you.
What the fuck did you say, Abby?
Abby, what?
What?
Say that again?
Humble brag.
What did you say?
I said, yeah, I could shoot my snot exactly 3 millimeters farther than you. Every time. You spit, it'll be 3 millimeters farther.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Kind of a big flex of mine.
Oh, what were you saying, Sai?
I don't remember. I'm trying to recover from the psychic damage I just got from that.
Psychic damage. Abby used confuse. It's super effective. Baffle them with the bullshit.
Real. Pretty much anything you said will confuse me. No, I was just you know the Tumblr meme of like be something on my something till I something. I was trying to make up something with that with what Abby just said, and I couldn't do it. She shoot on my snot till I'm mucus.
It's so stupid. I love it though.
Somebody,
dude, oh my god.
So one of you's gonna put a hit on me at some point.
Yeah, like, what is the bragging of, I can start a fire and cook up freeze-dried mac and cheese right now? Like, cool. I guess.
The fact that he can start a fire without having to ask his mommy permission.
I suppose.
That's important to him, I guess.
Yeah. I know how to use a lighter, and not the one that extends really far.
As a man, I understand the urge to just light shit on fire sometimes.
Fair enough. I also like lighting shit on fire.
We didn't start the fire.
It's fine.
It was burning. We're gonna
it's always burning since the world's been turning. As it turns out, Arcee and Jack are searching for Energon because Ratchet
needs a fucking hit.
Got stuff on his scanner again because that's Ratchet's only job.
He needs a hit.
He needs a
Let me get a rip of the Energon. Let me get a rip of that Energon right now.
Can you imagine Energon vapes?
They just, guys, modern Transformers, they have vape versions of it.
Can't you just like get some from Optimus?
Like they're just like, I need my fix of my Energon, and then there's the emo ones. And that's the
Oh my
As
gosh,
they
Dark
should.
Energon vape.
Dark Energon vape. Dude, I feel like it looks so cool. What would the flavor be?
The purple
It's like
grape.
Grape.
ooh, like grape soda though. Like specifically grape soda.
Yeah. Regular Energon would be blue raspberry.
Yeah. Or like
'Cause it's
on
blue.
There is
coconut though. Like the Sonic Blue Coconut.
I have never vaped in my
fair.
life, so I don't know.
Oh, well, I'm talking about the Sonic slushy.
Oh, see, we don't have Sonic in
That
Pennsylvania.
flavor, but vape.
Or maybe we do, and I just
That
am
flavor.
Oh
uncultured.
yeah, no. I don't think there is. Hang on.
Are you looking that up right now?
Yeah, because I don't think there. Okay, there's literally only 3, and the closest one to you is. So like,
Yeah, that's too far away.
there's not a lot. There's also a version of Energon that I'm not going to explain a whole lot. I will send you an image. This stuff
That's
that is
green.
essentially the equivalent of steroids.
Oh,
I'm
one
not
on
going to
those.
explain
Oh,
anymore
fuck
because
yes.
that will reveal important plot points. So
Is there like a epidemic with that in Transformers?
Is that how they bring Megatron back to life?
no, you'll see what
It's true.
happens.
Transformer opioids.
Let's see.
Autobot opioids.
Autobot opioid. I think that's what Dark
Now
Energon
comes
is,
in
honestly.
4 different colors.
Opioids in 4 different colors. Collect them all.
Honestly, I'd do more opioids if they
What?
came in different colors. Guys, I don't do opioids. That was a joke.
Oh my goodness.
Random disclaimer. I am not a drug addict.
We're 20 minutes in, and I don't think we've talked about the show for more than 2.
Literally any of the episode, guys. We gotta go. We gotta go.
All right. So they're searching for the Energon, but Arcee is confused because usually subterranean Energon deposits, which is just her saying Energon that is under the ground, doesn't usually surge this way. So they keep looking, and they come up to the crash site. And Arcee tells Jack to stay close until she tells him to stay behind because she can't make up her mind this episode of what she wants Jack to do.
No, poor girl's having PTSD flashbacks.
This is true. She goes over to check out the ship, and it keeps switching between her and Jack looks so concerned, and the camera just keeps switching back to his terrified face. For some reason, it's really weird. But then Arcee comes out of the ship, leaning against the ship, looking like she's about to vomit.
What would like be the consistency of Autobot vom?
Yeah, she is not doing well.
They just do like I feel like that would be so painful though. Like just nuts and screws.
Hold up. Do Autobots have stomachs? Can they physically vomit?
Well, we know they have stomachs because
They do.
fucking
They do.
Miku. What was her name again?
No.
Nah, it's Miku.
Miko.
I was like, Miku. Hatsune Miku.
Miko.
For a full 3 seconds,
anyways.
I thought Miku was correct. I did not realize that was wrong.
Anyways, Miko, she hides in Big Fucker's stomach. Guys, I've been gone for so long. I forgot their names.
That's his chest cavity.
That's his chest cavity. That's not quite his stomach. They do have stomachs. They call them tanks.
Like Oakley, like he just laughed, and I went, "Why are you laughing?" He's like, "Cause it's a gas tank."
Yeah, that's exactly why. Is their tanks. And the fanon way of saying they vomited is they purged their tanks.
What kind of fan fiction are you reading?
That just makes them sound interactive.
Ones where they get drunk and then vomit because they're too drunk. What do you want from me?
I love that.
By the way, yes, Autobots and Decepticons can get drunk. Transformers can get drunk.
I love how you knew that was going to be my next question.
Is it illegal for them to drive if for them to walk if they're drunk, are they not allowed to? Imagine getting like a drunk like Autobot getting pulled over on the street.
I think it would probably be you have to walk, but you can't drive.
Like this random car is driving around like an idiot, and then it gets pulled over, and it's like they open the window, there's nobody there.
So sorry.
It's just they're like, what the fuck? Ghost.
That would become next ghost story.
Yeah.
Our history teacher has a lot of ghost stories. Because Pennsylvania, you know.
We love that.
Pennsylvania. Anyways, trauma.
Actually, great timing because this is trauma. Arcee has a PTSD flashback. It's very vague and very blurry this first time around, but we get the idea that this other bot, the spider mommy, as you put it, has killed someone else. We don't know much about other than that for now.
Turns out she's actually Rose Quartz, aka Pink Diamond.
Abbey, did you listen to episode 11?
No.
My
Because we
God.
did talk about the Steven Universe parallels before.
There's a lot.
So I'm so happy that you said that.
We did.
I get it.
As Arcee kind of, comes back and grounds herself, she immediately tries to call base for a ground bridge, but the ship is scrambling her signal. And Jack is trying to ask her questions because he's concerned. Like, dude, what the fuck is happening? Why are you behaving this way? And she's just not answering anything, just almost completely ignoring him.
She's like, "You're a kid, shut up."
I don't know.
This isn't even like, I feel like it's like played like, oh, she's got a weird little secret thing. This is traumatizing. I feel let our girl Arcee go.
They're never letting her go.
Let her go.
The only thing she says to Jack is she tells him to wait again, which, considering what we know about this supposed Decepticon roaming around, is probably a bad idea, just leaving Jack out in the open.
Yeah, no, they should stay together.
As she is walking into the forest, Arcee has yet another flashback. It's vague and blurry again, where this bot is starting to scratch Arcee's face, but then it blacks out. We can't see what happens, but we just hear her screaming, "No!" And it's kind of terrifying, I'm not gonna lie.
I was scared.
Oh.
Jack just has no idea what's going on.
No fucking clue. Like,
I don't know, man.
What's going on?
Like, Mom, why? What's going on? Why are you acting like that? Are we dying? Are we gonna die?
Are we gonna die? Jack, tries to ground her again and said, ignoring the fact that she told him to stay behind again.
As he does.
Except now, Arcee transforms and changes her mind and says, "No, actually, no, you're coming with me. Get on. We're going." And then she takes off like a bat out of hell, driving straight over a ditch. Like,
Arcee's out of this bitch.
Jack is holding on for dear life. Like, what the fuck?
Jack's like, "What did you see? What's happening? Are we okay?
We good?
Are we good? We are definitely not good, sir.
We are very not good."
Once they stop, she is still ignoring Jack's questions, and she still cannot contact base. And Jack is, upset because he's being ignored and now being left behind. Except, Arcee's reasoning makes a lot of sense because Jack is a kid and he's only here because they thought it would be no risk. So now she is freaking the fuck out.
But Jack still has no idea what's going on. Poor guy is just like, "Oh no, Arcee's abandoning me again. She's shutting me out. What do I do? Let's follow her."
Follow her. This is why you tell people things, because then they just get curious and find out in dangerous ways.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Although I feel like telling him wouldn't have changed much because she'd be like, big, evil, scary Decepticon who's going to kill you and me. And he'd just be like, okay, so we better stick together then and protect each other.
Like, bro, how are you gonna protect her?
He's not.
You minuscule.
He's not. But he likes to think that he
Tiny.
can.
Your meat bag.
Meat bag, that's funny.
Meat bag.
Last episode, Knockout called a human a skin job.
That's.
Yes.
Are they wanting to like?
We've then spent the next several minutes trying to figure out what a skin job would be.
I shouldn't answer that question.
Arcee races off. Even though she's told Jack to stay there, Jack once again completely ignores her and starts following her down the ditch anyways.
Real.
She's trying to keep you safe, dude. Maybe, like, listen to her for 2 seconds.
Yeah, no.
Oh, that wouldn't be good for the plot.
The lore.
The lore. Artist note of the episode. I love how detailed these models are. Because at some point the camera stops and we just get a shot of Arcee's lower legs, and you can see like all of the scratches and minor dents and all of that. Like, it's so good. I love it. Artist note of the episode. Yay.
Yay.
Yay. Arcee's looking around, gun drawn as you do.
I mean, you can't investigate the spooky scary without a gun. This is America. Come on.
Arcee's looking around and she finds a tree stump that is being melted by acid, which causes another flashback.
Another one.
This is the most another one. This is a clip that we see during the war. And Arcee is requesting the rendezvous point, and her partner makes fun of her and her navigational abilities, saying, "Your sense of direction could use some improvement." To which she replies, "So could your aim, Tailgate." So this new character is called Tailgate.
We love that. He's at least got a
They
decent
banter.
name.
We love that. Got a decent name, unlike Cliff Jumper.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Cliff Jumper.
Can't name a guy Cliff Jumper and expect him not to die by falling off a cliff.
I know. Of course, the one that died is named Cliff Jumper.
They have a little bit more banter talking about a battle and such before Arcee gets webbed to the side of some sort of broken down structure and kidnapped. And we get the same scene that we had before with the scratch, but with more detail. And instead of just being scratched across the face, we find out that she was scratched across the face with acid on the point of her finger. And that right there sounds like holes.
Yeah.
Please tell me someone else remembers this.
No, what is that?
That's terrifying.
There was a lady in Holes, the book, who had rattlesnake venom fingernails.
I've never read the book.
Fair enough.
But that does sound terrifying, and it was terrifying to watch Spider Mommy torture Arcee.
Yeah, no, not fun.
No, like.
Back in reality, or not reality, back in the present. That's what I meant. Back in the present,
There you go.
we see a campsite that Arachnid has decided, you're the first one I'm gonna kill. You're gonna die now.
I love how excited you said that. It was terrifying.
It's time to die.
Time to die! Yeah. We also figure out that Arachnid, aptly named, has a spider alt mode. Later, she will scan a vehicle and she will still have her spider mode, so she can, she has 3 alt modes. Very special and all that.
3? What's the third?
Can't tell you that. You'll find out.
Oh, sad.
But before Arachnid can attack the human, she gets tackled mid-air by Arcee.
Yay.
To which they tumble down a hill, and Arcee gets thrown into a wall of rock.
Of course she does.
Whoa.
average things.
Yeah.
And Arcee is not happy to see Arachnid, which is kind of an understatement. She fucking hates this bitch.
She's
Hates this
terrified.
bitch. Terrified of this bitch.
Has mega beef with this bitch.
Mega beef with this bitch.
No, like.
As she should.
Understandably so. Because there's more to come. There's more to come
I mean, understandably
where
so.
the reasoning becomes more apparent.
Imagine if they fucked. We love some toxic Yuri.
Some toxic Yuri. Arachnid tries to argue that the war's been over for mega cycles. Like, it's been so fucking long. Why are we still fighting? To which Arcee is like, since when is the war over for you, bitch? Like, I'm still fighting this war.
Now, some of us are still trying to do our jobs.
I said some of us aggressively glances around the room.
Yeah, just because our home planet is dead doesn't mean that everyone suddenly is friendly with each other.
Yeah.
Oh.
So can I make another artist's note?
Yes.
Arachnid's coloring and like her design is just so pretty to me. Like purple and black go so well together. Plus the little bit of silver and even the yellow, yellow and purple are opposites on the color wheel depending on which one you're using. So of course they go together, but also like because acid. That wasn't coherent, but I hope you know what I was trying to say.
I very much understood what you're trying to say. It conveys a very good color pairing and also her attitude and the things that she's about. I understood what you meant. You're good.
Evil and pretty.
Yeah.
Wombo combo. Abby, you mentioned this when we started. You said you were saying how many shots? What was it again?
0. Not
Zero
completely
shots.
sober.
And the list continues of Abby thirsting over every robot.
He walks in the room, I'm throwing my coat on the floor. I need to like create a tier list.
Please do.
Robots Abbey would fuck.
It'll be a thing if we get Patreon ever. If this like goes well. This I will make.
You
a
should.
tier
Fucking
list.
buddy. Dude, that's funny. So when Arcee brings up the Decepticons, Arachnid proudly says, I don't work with them anymore. I work by myself as a taxidermist. A definitely not creepy taxidermist.
Taxidermists are always creepy. Always.
This is fair. This is fair.
Do you remember I did the guess that the Price is Right eBay edition?
Yes.
They had the taxidermied hamsters.
What the fuck?
Oh god, I forgot about those.
That's horrifying.
Taxidermied hamsters. There was like like $10,000 hamster homemade hamster coffin.
Oh goodness
Ew.
gracious.
No, I don't like that.
There's a lot of weird shit on eBay.
It was a very fun game.
After she mentions that she's got a new hobby, we get a glance inside of her ship where she just has rows of creatures' heads just hanging up everywhere.
Yeah.
And she calls them her trophies, which is definitely not serial killer behavior. I don't know what you're talking about.
Not at all. No, it's not like, that's what serial killers do or anything.
No.
Not
Although I don't think most of them hang the heads of people they've killed on their walls, but who knows?
Not generally, but
unless like you're a 90s slash.
unless you're a 90s what?
A hunter.
90s slasher.
Ah, true.
Or like any just tropey horror movie, like slasher movie.
Yeah.
It's his thing.
Basically, she's just a murderer who's really fucking creepy. While she's talking, she mentions that she has a spot reserved for human, which starts the fight with Arcee tackling Arachnid. And this fight is really interesting Because it's evil Spider-Woman vibes versus gun.
Just which, guns don't work very well against spiders, because not unless you got really, really good aim.
Also, you have to be really good at rock, paper, scissors.
What the fuck?
Rock, paper, scissors, gun.
Yeah, this is true.
What does that have to do with shooting spiders?
We all know Spider Beat. We all know Spider gun.
It
has more arms than the gun
I'm
does.
very confused.
Have you never played backstage theater version of rock paper scissors?
No.
Because there's literally a version of, it's called rock paper scissors anything you what is it, rock paper scissors shoot anything you want to do, something like that, and you could literally do anything. So very quickly kids came up with the idea to do God.
Great, love it. What could beat God?
And just win every time, and it's like, what the fuck? Yeah, but then you'd end up with two kids go God, and it's like, what the fuck? Guys, pick something else.
If two people say God, they should have to fist fight.
At like the back of a church of their choice.
Yeah.
At the back of
Or
a church
synagogue.
of their choice. I mean,
Church
it was
parking lot of their
or
choice.
synagogue.
We don't judge here.
Synagogue.
We just play rock, paper, scissors the correct way. Go. Oh, hey, I'm getting a call from my insurance over the car accident stuff. So I don't know how long the call's gonna be, but I do have to pick it up.
You
Please
are
take
so
it.
good.
Okay. Well,
Please
love
take your
y'all.
call.
Bye.
Love you too.
Bye. All right. Well, I suppose we'll continue.
Cool.
Oh, during the fight, Arcee is doing gymnastics for some reason, like straight up swinging around tree branches, and I feel like it's not doing anything.
It's maybe generating a little bit of extra kinetic energy, but also she's so heavy and that tree branch was so thin. I don't think that would work.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not.
Probably not.
Arcee eventually tackles Arachnid back to the ground. She is seconds away from annihilation, and then Jack shows up, and she gets distracted, and Jack, you, God damn it, Jack, you fucked everything up.
Of course he fucked everything up.
Fucked. You fucked everything up.
Like, come on, Jack. What are you doing?
Ay. Arcee gets webbed to the rock wall, and Jack tries to run up to her to help, not realizing that, he's running by an extremely dangerous Decepticon, just not caring that he could absolutely die right then and there.
No, of course not. So is Arachnid just because the Spider-Verse is a thing? So is Arachnid just this universe's version of Spider-Man?
I would hope not. That would be a really sucky Spider-Man.
Really, really dark Spider-Man.
Just murderous Spider-Man.
Hey,
Taxidermy Spider-Man. Oh, that's awful.
evil Spider-Man could fuck some shit up.
This is true. Surprisingly, she's one of the few secondary characters that doesn't die in the end.
Words.
Her ending is very weird, but she doesn't die.
Yay. Oh, at least she doesn't die.
At least she doesn't die.
Maybe she's one who should die.
I would.
That's rude. I shouldn't say that.
I would say so, but that's me. I've watched this a million times before, so I understand more of what's going on.
That is true.
And because, Jack is being an absolute moron, Arcee has to get her arm free and shoot Arachnid so that he can get over there without dying. Jack, please, take the 2 brain cells you have and just rub them together real quick. Make a thought.
That's his only thought is just to help Arcee, but really he's just making things worse.
You're making things worse.
But he's trying.
He is trying.
He's trying his hardest.
Trying his darndest.
But he's failing so miserably.
He really is. He really is. Once he gets up there, she starts interrogating him like, what the fuck? What are you doing here? I told you to stay behind.
I thought I told you to run.
I thought I told you to run. He says, partners don't ditch partners. To which she immediately goes, you're not my partner. You're a liability. And Jack immediately calls her bluff, saying that she looks scared, and she never looks scared. So what the fuck is going on right now? Like, tell me what's going on.
She's so real for calling him a liability, though.
Honestly. He kind of is. He kind of is.
He really kind of is. But it's okay, we still love him.
You can be the best liability in your life. Whatever you do, do your best.
Just maybe don't do your best at being a serial killer.
No, don't do your best at being a
Maybe
serial
do pretty
killer.
bad at that one.
Please be bad at that one. That would be nice. Thank you.
Yeah. People's rude.
Please and thank you if there are any serial killers listening to this for some frickin' reason. I don't know why you're listening to this.
Hey, serial killers are crazy, man. Maybe there's a serial killer Transformer fan for some reason.
That would be weird.
You know, yeah, I've seen some weird shit, so
We left off on the flashback. Arachnid has been interrogating Arcee and has clearly not gotten any information.
oh,
And starts talking to her about, you're probably not going to tell me anything no matter what I do to you, huh? So instead, she reveals that she has kidnapped Tailgate,
Arcee's partner
Arcee's partner.
and best friend.
I'm pretty sure for Tailgate, they just used Cliffjumper's model to save money, and I think that's funny and fair.
Is kind of funny and also very fair.
Why make a new model for a guy that's not going to be here that long?
We never even get to see clearly.
Right. Arachnid then threatens Tailgate's life for the information that she wants. And Arcee says, I don't know. And even though she begs and pleads saying, I swear I don't know, Arachnid kills Tailgate regardless.
It's important to note, she actually doesn't know. Tailgate didn't tell her.
Yep.
Like,
Didn't get told. So
she killed Arachnid. Arachnid killed the one who had the information.
She's not that smart. It's fine.
I just thought that was funny.
I think they were talking about a rendezvous point and not the attack location. But like he could have known.
Oh, I might be
It's
dumb.
okay. I'm pretty sure that's what they were talking about. But even so, it does sound like Arcee legitimately like does not fucking know. Or maybe she does and she's a good actress. Who knows?
I don't know. She was desperate.
She was. Regardless, Arcee skewers Tailgate and Arcee lets out this like horrific yell for Tailgate, and it's incredibly sad. Like this whole thing is so focused on her eyes and her screaming. It's so sad. Like this is made for 7-year-olds. What the fuck?
Yeah, you said about the eyes. Like, just the angles in this episode are so devastating.
You're so
Like,
devastated.
we can see the fear, and it's just, it hurts.
The camera work and animation. You pull on my heartstrings.
Yeah, I was gonna, yep, that's right.
Arcee then admits, like, we get back to the present, and Arcee admits that, okay, yeah, I am scared of you dying. Please don't die.
For once in your life, would you just do what you're told?
For once, can you listen to me?
Yeah, what's that from?
Arachnid starts pushing Arcee's buttons. Huh?
Merlin, that's what it's
Can't
from.
you do what you're told?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Arachnid starts pushing Arcee's buttons regarding Cliffjumper, saying, you have such a bad track record with partners. Tailgate, I recently heard what happened to Cliffjumper. At this point, you're the common denominator here, so, like, it seems like it's your fault. Like, just trying to make her angry.
Right.
And Arcee explains that, hey,
it's working.
It is working. It is absolutely working. Arcee explains to Jack, hey, she hunts indigenous species. She's on Earth. You, human. She's gonna kill you. Run. Please run. Go. Now. Leave.
Go as far away and as fast as you can, and please, for all hell, don't die.
Don't die. For the love of God. Don't die. And as he runs away, Arachnid goes over to Arcee and just starts telling her, don't worry, I'm still gonna kill you after I've killed your little human friend. And don't worry, I'll make sure it hurts, but not more than the emotional pain of knowing that I killed your human. Like, she is egging her on so much.
Toxic Yuri.
Toxic Yuri.
I don't ship them. They should not be together.
No.
That would be very, very bad.
That would be an awful situation.
I just think it's funny to say Toxic Yuri.
It is. Once Arachnid leaves to go start chasing Jack, we get another blood-curdling scream, this time for Jack. And, like, all of this is just
It really is.
awful.
Arcee is
Honestly.
also...
Like, if I was 7 watching this, I'd be freaked the fuck out.
That, you know, to be fair, 7-year-old you was a pussy, so...
Fuck you, you're right, but fuck you.
Arcee is the queen of blood-curdling screams.
I think she only gets beaten by a couple Decepticons later and Optimus at some point, which we will find out.
What? What?
Anyways.
What happens to Optimus?
Nothing, it's fine.
Don't tell me Ratchet dies.
No! If Ratchet died, I would be very upset, and you would know about it at this point. Come on.
That's fair. That's fair. Now I want to know.
Back with Jack and Arachnid, we're getting a classic horror movie chase scene with, like, very good camera work, extremely good visuals. Like, it's all dark and creepy and tension. It's just very well done.
Abbey.
And yet again, we get another flashback of Arcee getting saved after this whole debacle by Cliffjumper and Bumblebee, and her guilt about not being able to save Tailgate, which has obviously still, persisted to present day.
She has not worked through that shit.
No. There's no time for therapy when you're in the middle of a war.
That's so real.
And then, this is one of my favorite quotes of this episode. She says, Jack, I'm sorry. I never should have looked back. I should have kept driving. Essentially saying, I let the past events drag us into this mess when I really should have. Right.
Yeah.
When I should have just kept going and we would have been home.
Yeah. We love some good old character growth.
We love character growth. Honestly, there should be more of it for certain characters in this show. Like, a lot more.
Oh no.
We'll get to those, trust me. But in the middle of this sentence, she suddenly remembers that she's a fucking motorcycle.
It's like, oh yeah, I can transform and get out of these webs.
Oh my god, this is so fucking insane. She starts transforming and starts trying to get herself out of the web. We get back to Jack, who is getting extremely tired from this chase and is so jumpy, he's, like, terrified of every fucking noise that comes out of the forest. He's not doing well. And he tries to hide under a log, thinking that it'll throw Arachnid off. And he is very wrong.
He is very, very wrong.
Because Arachnid just pops up like a fucking clown, like, hello there! Fuck you, get out of the way, right?
Literally, I know Abbey said earlier rose quartz, but evil Spinel.
Yeah.
From the movie and then Steven Universe Future.
Yeah, no, it just pops out of fucking nowhere like, hello.
Are you ready to die?
Are you ready to die? Hey.
That was a fun game.
What a fun game. Yeah.
Now I'm gonna kill you.
Hooray.
Yippee.
During the scene, we also get a really uncomfortably close shot of Jack's face. And it's just I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
No, that was not good.
Back with Arcee, she is finally free! Drove out of the fucking webs and is booking it towards Jack.
Yay. Maybe Jack won't die.
Maybe. Jack is still fucking running. He's run a marathon at this point, let's be real.
I couldn't do that shit. I'd be dead.
Yeah. Catch me passing out after the second mile, just like, nope, I'm out. I'm tapped.
I ain't making it that far. I go 30 meters and I'm dropping.
It's fine. Just kill me. Better than running.
At that point, I'll take being impaled on your massive spike fingers. That was purposefully dirty. I hope you know that.
I was wondering. This pissed me off. He gets to a ditch, and instead of trying to jump over the ditch or going around the ditch, maybe finding a narrower part, no, but he's just gonna climb down and back up. Just waste all that time.
Yeah. That thing confused the fuck out of me. I was like, is that a ravine? Is it a ditch? How deep is it? Why doesn't he just, like, jump down? I was very confused.
Jack needs to use his brain cells more often.
I don't think he has any left.
Probably not. Miko's probably fried them just being in her vicinity.
I think collectively the kids share 3 brain cells, and usually Raph has them all.
Oh, absolutely. Like, there's no cognitive thought going between Miko and Jack.
Oh, absolutely none.
After he gets out of the ditch that he definitely did not have to crawl through the way he did, he hides behind a tree and pulls out his multi-tool before realizing that it's a stupid idea to try to fight a giant robot with an itty-bitty knife.
Yeah. I don't know what he was thinking there.
And just decides, well, back to running it is. Imagine you're fighting like a 30-foot, or more like 25, whatever, a 25-foot robot, and all you have is a knife that's like maybe 1.5 to 2 inches long.
Yeah, you're gonna die.
You're gonna die. Unless you manage to, like, if they pick you up, then maybe you can, like, stab their eye. That's probably your only chance at that point.
Yeah, but I feel like that's not gonna put them out of commission, though.
No, it's just gonna make them drop you, and then you fell from 20 feet.
And then you're dead, exactly.
So, you're
Actually,
fucked.
I don't know
way.
how high up you have to be for it to kill you, but you're fucked if you're
Fucked.
falling from that high.
Essentially. So he keeps running, realizing that, he can't fight a giant robot with this tiny knife. And Arachne's dialogue and the way she behaves this whole chase reminds me of that story called The Deadliest Game. Did you ever read that?
Oh, I do remember that.
It's kind of giving that same sort of
You know that
vibe, like
one.
the extremely sadistic, creepy vibes of I'm enjoying hunting
Yes,
you
you
down.
run, and I will hunt you for sport.
This is great.
Yeah.
This is fun. But she says at some point, like, don't be boring. I don't like being bored. Like, oh fuck.
Maybe go to therapy or just jail. Either one.
Go to therapy. Therapy or jail. Take your pick.
Probably both, actually, is the correct answer.
Both. Actually, both is good.
Both is good.
Both is good. Jack books it towards Arachne's ship and they get over there and she says, quote, now where did you scamper off to? Like, she's fucking creepy and sadistic. It's a great character, but like, what the fuck?
Weird as hell. Weird as hell.
Weird. He's misled her into thinking that he ran inside, when in actuality he's running around the back.
Right.
And as she's walking in, thinking he went into the ship, she says, did you see the space I left for you? That's where your head's gonna go. Like a fucking creep. What the fuck?
She's terrifying. She's just terrifying.
She's scary. Scary woman.
Very scary. Abbey'd probably be into it.
True. Jack then finds an energon leak from the ship and starts immediately trying to build a fire. And Arachne hears this. She runs after him, but by the time she gets there, he's already thrown the flaming stick at her ship.
Into the fuel tank.
Which just explodes. Which just fucking explodes.
I didn't know energon was flammable.
Oh yeah, it's highly combustible. Which is why when Cliffjumper dies and he gets shot at, the shot hits all the energon, it blows up.
That makes sense.
Combustible shit, you know?
Uh-huh.
During the explosion, Jack gets blown away and lands on his fucking neck and somehow isn't dead.
Yeah, the way he landed, he should have severe spinal damage. That should have killed him.
He should. It really should have. My note says, oh my fucking god, she fucking did.
Yes.
Jack just takes a second to, like, sit down, which is so real after all the shit that he's just gone through.
Give him a break. Give him a second, and you can try and kill him again.
Just give me 5. Give me 5. He's running back into the forest, but, a flaming spider hanging from the trees shoots her webs at Jack. Because, that doesn't make you look insane at all.
I mean, kinda hot, not gonna lie.
Fair enough. And Jack is just about to die. Like, Arachnid is caressing his face. It's real fucking weird.
Yeah.
But then Arachnid gets punched in the face. Hooray!
Yippee.
She gets fucking wrecked.
Yeah.
Like, she gets kicked so hard, she knocks several trees down. It's...
Don't ever piss off Arcee. You'll get the shit kicked out of you.
Honestly. And as soon as she's done beating the shit out of the spider, she is so fucking worried for Jack. Like, oh my god, are you okay? Which, as she should be. He almost died.
Yes, he did. So, are we gonna talk about the fact that Jack fully started a forest fire for that shit? Like, come on, buddy.
Yeah.
Better. And in Nevada, no less. Actually, I don't know if they're in Nevada. I don't know where they are.
Well, they might not be. They could be anywhere at this point, because...
Yeah.
Ground Bridge, so no clue where she's at.
Yeah. Uncontrolled forest fire, not a good thing.
Bad everywhere you go.
Pretty much.
We find out that Arachnid can burrow beneath the ground, which is a very comforting fact.
Yeah. Some spiders do that, though, so, like, it makes sense.
This is true. It makes sense, it's just terrifying from a fighting standpoint.
She also, like, kind of turned herself into a drill to do it. That was kind of weird.
Yeah.
I guess it makes sense because her feet are so pointy. Like, did you look at her feet?
Yeah.
Pointy as
pointy feet. And Arcee says so much for closure. Here's the thing, Arcee, murder is not always closure. Revenge is not closure. Revenge is just revenge.
But
closure comes on your side of things.
Yeah. Revenge can be fun, though.
It can be.
But also, maybe don't murder somebody in front of the child.
Maybe don't murder somebody in front of the child. But it reminds me of Stoic the Vast talking about revenge of, and what after our revenge? His revenge on our revenge, and then our revenge on his revenge? It's pointless. And I think that's nice.
It is. It is pointless. But still fun.
Pointless, but still fun. Fair enough. She then apologizes to Jack, saying, like, I'm sorry you had to face my demons today. It's like, girl, you couldn't help that.
Also, that's such a good line, though. I'm sorry you had to
is.
face my demons.
It is such a good line.
Incredible line.
They were so scared for each other, and it's very nice to see this, wholesome bond between, I don't know, friends, mentor, alien and child, whatever it is. Whatever the fuck this is supposed to be.
Alien and child. Yeah.
And Arcee finally contacts base for a ground bridge, joking about, I need to keep my partner away from any large insects. Which Jack is immediately like, oh, partner. She shoots back with, junior partner, I can still pull rank. I will demote you so far. I'll demote you so hard, don't worry. Fuck.
It's very, very fun.
Don't even. Well, alright. So that was the end of the episode. Some final thoughts, and then I'm gonna talk about something after that.
Go for it.
No, I say your final thoughts, and then I will say my things. That's all.
Oh, right. Words. Final thoughts. Spider Mommy has pretty colors. She's also evil and creepy as fuck. Jack, maybe you should listen to Arcee.
Fair enough.
That's it. That's all I got.
That's all I got. I did want to talk quick about the fact that there's a chance that this episode goes up late because I was busy this last weekend going to Phoenix Fan Fusion. It was fun.
Yippee!
Hooray! And
It looks so cool. I saw it on your Instagram.
yes, on my Instagram, you can find photos. On Saturday, I was in a Transformers Prime Wheeljack cosplay. I think it was very cool.
It was very, very cool.
And on there, I had a little QR code for this podcast. So, maybe one or two of the people who actually, scanned it are listening. That's cool.
Yeah.
Because why not? Why not go to the nerd place to get nerds to listen to our nerd podcast?
Real. I now have like 3 people listening to it.
Hooray!
So that's fun.
It's fun.
It's my brother and East Coast and another friend of mine.
Hooray! I went to a panel hosted by the hosts of Chasing the Whimsy, another podcast. I showed them this podcast. There's a chance that, they're having a look at it. You should go have a look at their stuff. It's fun. But,
Yay.
I had a good time at Fan Fusion. Which is, again, why this episode might be a tad bit late, because I work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So, good chance that we might need,
Yeah.
this might be a little late. So, it's up there. But, that's where we will end it for today. We are on Spotify and YouTube. You can find us, again, same place, the Macadam's Com link. Same thing as Instagram and TikTok. Make sure to go there for clips. That is all. Hope you have a good day. Bye.
Bye-bye.